What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the War Report here on Cloudwing Valley. This is Season 7, Week number 9, the conclusion of our 9th week of Territory Wars. Saturday, May 15th, 2021. Now, in-game season, we are technically Week 8, but it is the 9th week of Territory Wars, so that's why we're on Week 9. I am your host, Foglata. Been a really long day. Drove 3 hours to get here tonight, managed to get everything done in time, so hopefully everything works as it should. I did not get to QA run things, so I'm really hoping that things are good. In any case, thank you so much for joining. It's been a crazy week. Next week's going to be even crazier, guys. We got some big announcements coming. Right there. Usurp the thrones. Yep. Next week, not Friday, I forgot to change that slide. Don't ignore that, it's Monday. Monday technically kicks off. Tuesday is the first war where people can start sieging the north and the south capital. So Regionopolis and Angolia are going to be under siege next week. We're going to find out who's going to take that. That's going to be quite the trophy. And then they will have to defend it for a couple weeks before the Ungavaria opens up its Tulaveros. Now, Tulaveros probably isn't going to be that interesting. I think the north and the south fights are going to be much more interesting. Will the cohorts surrender their land to a free house, or are they going to hold on to it? We'll see. It's going to be very fascinating. And then this whole thing that happened right at the end of Territory Wars where, Revival declared war on Yellow Turbans. What's up with that? How's that going to turn out? That'll be fun. So, yeah, we'll check that out. Gonna jump on through this pretty quick, guys, so hang on. First up, we're going to take a look at Ungavaria. This is where it was on Tuesday. Remember, a lot of people came out there. They started sieging up a bunch of stuff, taking a bunch of land, pretty much trying to run the place. We had a whole cohort invasion take over a bunch of stuff. It was pretty impressive. Well, Yellow Turbans came in this week and said, not today. Today is not that day. They ended up taking it all back, getting ready for that Tulaveros fight. Whole lot of engagements, pretty much ended with Atlas and Radiant's Digital Order dominating everyone and taking back all this stuff. The three houses of Ungavaria. There we go. Radiance with 7,050. Digital Order with 4,950. Atlas with 3,300. Taking a look at the race for Tulaveros, we have one alliance, Yellow Turbans, 15,300. They only needed 3,000. Overachievers they are. Taking a look at the prosperity of the land, we're at 45%. That is a negative 2,400 prosperity. We have a fort level of 3, a town level of 3, and a village level of 1 for averages. 94% of the region are owned by free houses. The 3 that are owned by legions are all permanently locked right now until the Ungavaria War begins. The highest towns in the area are level 4. Level 1s across all the villages. Even the level 2 village is now level 1. So that is in a state of decline there. Fief quests are going to be harder and harder to complete. Speaking of Fief quests, there is one Fief quest in all of Ungavaria that is a 4-star, and it's for coursers over there at Tabarvar. Let's head on south to Anadolu. Get some beachfront properties going on here. You guys remember is a big YT and Revival owned territory. Flipping over to today, there's a few more territories owned by the cohorts. For the most part, it is still all Phoenix Legion and Yellow Turbans. Looking at the battles of the week, we had Revival taking over one of Radiance's properties, Spartan Glory taking over one of Radiant's properties, Cohorts taking one from Radiance, Radiance taking one over from Revival, and the Cohorts taking one over from Radiance. Taking a look at the 5 houses of Anadolu, you have Revival on top. No surprise there, it was 7,950. Radiance in a close second with 5,300. Resurgency with 1,650. Spartan's Glory with 750, and Digital Order with 350. Now the war for Regionopolis is heating up. People are digging in to getting ready to fight. The Phoenix Legion will have to cross the sea to be able to enter that fight, and all that territory up there is owned by Yellow Turbans currently. So they're going to have to leave their lands down in the south to go north and jump into Regionopolis. So this is going to be an interesting fight. Technically they have the higher score, but you only need 3,000 to knock on the door. So it's going to be really interesting to see which of these two houses can end up stealing Regionopolis and if they can hold it. Taking a look at the regional prosperity, we have a 44%. This zone early on really got ransacked hard and has been rebuilding ever since. We do see it up to a negative 2,450, which is better than it was. Still not great, but it's definitely better than it was. They are making some leaps and bounds and raising those feast levels. We now have a town Bolin that is rank 6. 3 rank 5s. Digital Order has a total of 50 renown, which is above the base amount. Level 2s, we have 2 villages that are level 2, which is one above where it began. So yeah, it's pretty slim pickings down there. We have an average fort level of 2, average town level of 3, average village level of 1, 88% free house owned territory, 12% free with the legions. And for the Fief quests, we have 2 Fief quests available, both 5-star. You've got the green copper, or gray copper, I should say, at 1. 22,000 is pretty hard to come by. That's a lot of farming. So check the trading post. I know a lot of Goshikias are posting their stuff up there for you. The Elite Rebel Range Kits, good luck with that. You're not going to get that. Focus on the gray copper. That'll do you a lot better. Next up, we're going to head over to Osteria. This is where we were on Tuesday. It was quite colorful. A lot of different houses, a lot of different land owned by different people. Today we saw some new appearances. Revival actually came up, decided to play. Spartan's Glory was doing some battles out there as well. It was definitely an interesting night. The Westburg did fall. That was a battle that was going all night long. Platland held, and they were pretty much engaged all night long. And then Hightower at one point stole Ostal away from Yellow Turbans while they weren't looking, which was pretty interesting. That Fief was literally cohort owned up till last Tuesday when Yellow Turbans came in and just walked on the place. And then Hightower basically did the same thing to get it away from Yellow Turbans. So that's an interesting turn of events. So if we take a look at the battles, there are quite a few. Knights Templar took one from Vidar, Digital Order from Cohorts, Revival from Varangian Guard, Cohorts from Knights Templar, Hightower from Hurt, Warborn from Knights Templar. Well, they took it back after somebody took it from Knights Templar. Cohorts got one from Warborn. Warborn got one taken from them by Vornair. Hightower took one from Hightower. Hightower took one from Digital Order, sorry. Speak took one from Lonely Hearts Club. Cohorts took one from here. Digital Order from Goblin. Digital Order from here. Cohorts from Hurt. Varangian Guard from Cohorts. Spartan's Glory from Vornair. Revival from Vornair. And Digital Order from Morborn. Hopping on over to the Houses of Osteria, you can notice that we are down to 3 lines. It has been riding on 4 lines of houses most of the season. You have Knights Templar with 5,600, Goshkia with 2,050, Speak with 1,800, Here with 1,550, Vornair with 1,350, Warborn with 1,350, Hightower with 1,050, Digital Order with 600, Revival with 300, Varangian Guard with 150, Spartan's Glory with 150. The battle for Agolia has narrowed to 3 alliances, so Yellow Turbans isn't in the running anymore. So what we have is Valor with 6,950, the likely candidate to take first crack at the city. No Evil close on their heels with 3,350, they are qualified as well. And then Hibernia will not be contesting the city, so they're not really an issue. Taking a look at the regional prosperity, we finally cleared 60%, guys. 84% is owned by free houses, 16% by legions. Starting influence of 16,500, current influence of 19,950. Prosperity rating 3,450. The average fort level is 5, average town level is 6, average village level is 2. We have 2 rank 7 towns in Osteria. Drywalder and Platland both. Nordtal is not far behind, should hit 7 probably later next week, I would say. Westwag and Fallenberg are ranked 5 as the top villages, with Mainstad in a close third with level 4. Knights Templar has bounced ahead with 9 fiefs, 1,250 above Goshkia, which has 4 fiefs at 850. Vornair has 2 fiefs with 450, here 4 fiefs with 350, and then Warborn with 3 fiefs, 300. With all this regional prosperity comes a whole lot of fief quests. This is your last chance to get some easy fine cotton fief quests in for an easy 400 honor. If it's your house that owns it, that's an extra 200 honor with it, so 600 honor total. 4-star fief quests, we have several really easy ones. Sheepskins, super easy. Siderite ore, super easy. Limonite, it's pretty easy. Marbles, not too hard. There's several marble nodes in the area right now, in fact. Limestone is another fairly easy one. That's the green version of the stone. And Chalcite is pretty easy to get your hands on for the Westweg one if you want to do that. Next up to the northern borderlands. This is a pretty interesting one. A lot of changes here. So there you go. From Tuesday to Saturday. Whole lot of change in the land. Now looking over the battles, I'm not going to call them all out because I'll run out of air. End up passing out. There's a whole lot of battles that took place tonight. A lot of fiefs changing hands. The House of Lords moved in their territory. Fenrir and their new Storm Alliance took over the northwest corner of the map. We even saw Midway Kings make an appearance in there. The Partisans still have a good chunk of land. Goblins moved into town. Hurt also moved into town. And Imperium, that's the other one that I saw popping up. And then Vigilantes. This is a new house. They popped onto the map, and they got a fief up there in the borderlands. Now taking a look at the southern borderlands. Bada bing, bada boom. Look at that. There was a whole lot of murder going on down south. Yep. And server transfer also made an appearance. The Keepers of Light got a fief. And then Nightmare managed to take some of the fiefs down there. So this used to all be Yellow Turban land. It is now kind of sprinkled with different colors. Taking a look at the battles. There we go. We had Digital Order taking one back after it was taken from Atlas. Keepers of Light taking one from Radiance. Murder taking one from Atlas. Nightmare taking one from Digital Order. Murder taking one from Digital Order. Murder taking one from Atlas. Server Transfer taking one from Radiance and Digital Order. Nightmare taking one from Digital Order. Murder taking one from Digital Order and Atlas. And then Radiance taking one from Murder. So when you toss all those fee flippins together, you end up getting this. Digital Order was 7,200 influence, Radiance was 6,300 influence, House of Lords with 3,750 influence, Fenrir with 1,800 influence, Atlas with 1,800 influence, Nightmare with 1,050 influence, Partisans with 900 influence, Goblins with 900 influence, Imperium with 750 influence, Murder with 750 influence, Hurt with 600 influence, Midway Kings 300 influence, Server Transfer 300 influence, Vigilantes with 150 influence. Welcome to the party, guys. Keepers of Light still on the board with 150 influence. Now the Borderlands region is falling fast in prosperity, so get those fief quests in now while you can. By the end of the season, it is not going to be a pretty place. 100% is free house owned. Started with 43,150, currently sitting at 36,700, with a negative 6,450 prosperity rating. That is stable, but not doing well. The fiefs, we have one fief that is level 6 still. That is a likely candidate for your 5-star quests. The level 5 fiefs will kind of, sort of, sometimes give you 5-star fief quests if you're lucky. You better pray to the RN Jesus because you're going to need it. Keepers of Light sitting at 0 renowned, Server Transfer 0 renown, Vigilante 0 renown, Fenrir 0, and Murder 0. So they don't have any negative penalties yet. All the villages are level 1. This region starts at level 6, so it is the highest level towns to begin with, which is the highest kind of cost to maintain. So this zone typically starts high and ends up dropping over the 10 weeks or 12 weeks that the season goes on. So the average fort level right now is 2, the average town level is currently 4, the average village level is 1. Taking a look at your last call Borderlands fief quests, turn these in today before 10 p.m. tonight, and then again after 10 p.m. tonight Pacific time, and you can get these last ditch fief quests in. Those goat hides for the tier 5 fief quests are super easy. You should all be able to complete those really easily. The elite rebel officer belongings, those can be done by hitting the wandering rebels. That's the easiest way to get those helmets. And then over the other side, there is that Genet quest still there. Take advantage of that. Instead of turning them into glue, just throw them out the window. Just take them on over there, get some quick and easy honor out of it. 370 honor. Taking a look at the top builders. Check that out. Yep, Knights Templar past the Gosh Gear. 9 fiefs, 1,250 renown. Goshki in the second place with 850 renown for Nair, with 2 fiefs, 450 renown. Here with 350 renown, Warborn with 300, Speak with 150. Now for the fun stuff, top alliances. Remember how in the beginning of the season the numbers were so differential, like YT owned pretty much everything and everyone else was eating tiny slivers of pie. Yep, we're starting to balance this out a little more. Yellow Turban still owns 100 fiefs, which is a lot, but not quite as bad as 144 that they own that 1 week. Phoenix Legion is pulling up and getting 37 fiefs, 10,800, second place. Valor is bouncing back and taking 12 fiefs, 6,950. Last Legion has 16 fiefs with 5,400. Storm, 10 fiefs, 3,450. No Evil, 7 fiefs, 3,350. Hibernia with 4 fiefs, 2,050. Rebels, 4 fiefs, 1,950. Woodcutters, 2 fiefs with 1,350. And Fablefew with 150. Biggest wins of the night. The Last Legion took 15 fiefs. Storm took 5. Phoenix Legion took 4. And the Rebels got 1. Biggest losses of the night. Yellow Turbans with losing 15. Woodcutters losing 4. Valor losing 3. And No Evil losing 1. Heading over to the movers and shakers for the House board, top gains and losses. House of Lords gained 9 fiefs, Imperium gained 5, Fenrir gained 3, Spartan's Glory gained 2, Revival gained 2, Murder gained 2, Midway Kings gained 2, Hightower gained 2, Keepers of Light gained 1, Partisans gained 1. On the biggest losses, Digital Order lost 9, Atlas lost 6, Here lost 2, Bornere lost 2, Warborn lost 2, Knights Templar lost 1, Lonely Hearts Club lost 1, and Vidar lost 1. Last up, we're taking a look at the house standings. Top 10 go Radiance number 1, Digital Order number 2, Revival number 3, Knights Templar number 4, Atlas number 5, House of Lords number 6, Goshkia number 7, Fenrir number 8, Speak number 9, and Resurgency number 10. Before we part ways, I gotta give special thanks to these fine people. Over on the left, we have our Discord supporters. These people have contributed to the Discord Nitro Fund to help get our little community Discord a tiny URL so that we can get rid of that monstrosity up there in the top right. Wise Guy, Obes, Cav, Furhead, Adriana, Kane, Meister Messi, Nixu, Tivo, and Zugi Zork. Thank you very much for your assistance in that. Data collection assistance by Atram, Insanity, Modex, Ismina, and Lord Winter. Thank you guys for helping me put this war report together each week. It's been really useful for people. I think people are enjoying it, and I look forward to continuing it. I hope you all had a great time this week. I know I did. It was nice being able to cover this again for you. And I will see you again soon. Tuesday, guys. Tuesday, get your swords ready. You know, it's no longer just playing around, fighting people just for fun. It's going to be time to take a city. Who's going to get that city? Who's going to get those pictures?